The Four Worlds was made to separate history into the four most prominent categories, which is political, economic, social, and cultural. And in that, they also divide it into smaller pieces so that the young students like ourselves, we could understand history better.
The analytical tool is that first we use a diagram to break each part of the worlds. So it will be a little more simple to write and understand. So we could just write what we learned of each world in a story or a text.
It helps me classify whether it affected a certain part of political, economic, social. It helps me recognize what it affected. Four Walls of Me breaks down the societies and how each of them have an impact on each other.
Well, it helps us connect history to the modern world because a lot of the factors that affected history also play into the modern world.
The other kids in this school might not see the Four Worlds of Me as how we see it. Everybody has their own opinion.
It helps define what important factors under either economic, social, political, or cultural world has affected the world from the beginning of when it was recorded till now by pointing out the main topics of certain events.
It helps break down the parts you need to talk about. Like if you're talking about history, you can bring up their different types of governments, their society classes, their culture, stuff like that.
I like how it helps me divide my ideas so I can make my sentence easier, and the factors can help me choose specific words from the each world,
because it exposes you to the vocabulary and what the vocabulary means, and that you can use it for your writing.
When I read, before I learned about the social science factors, I usually just read and didn't put anything into thought. But ever since I learned the social science factors, I put things more into thought and organize them better to help form the way the text or story is devised.
The factors that correspond with each other, you can put them into a paragraph and elaborate on that. And the factors that you can compare and contrast with the factors.
When you're writing and you just want to write about a topic, and the way Mrs. Waller does it, it makes us say something about that class and put evidence to support it. So when writing, you don't have to keep on going through the book because all you need is right there. You just have to find a way to put it all together.
We'll be reading The Only Road, and it affects the book because it shows us more. It gives us more information about the book and how it relates to the four world. For political world, they have a gang that is on top of everything that controls. They don't have a strong government, so the government is already failed. They don't have enough of money. Some people are poor, and it relates to four world because it shows how it's categorized in different worlds and how it connects to it.
One factor could lead to the other, so that kind of helps the transition be more smooth and more
understandable.
Yeah.
The four worlds help me write because it's easier for me to break it down. Instead of having one major category, I can have 4 different categories, and each category talk about a different topic than talking about one subject.
I researched about writing too. It's helped me a lot with writing as well. For the paragraph we have to do for the DACA, I pretty much think about the economics and everything to write in with the paragraph.
It's easier to write essays in the first place because each world has its different factors. So it could give you many examples. Even if you can't see it in the text, you could relate a factor to something that it says, or pictures or something that you'll already have in mind.